Hello there everyone and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Mania Legends. So we are back with the Playdate solo event and I am just about to head on over to tier 2 of the event. We just need to collect one more creature and bada bing, bada boom. That is tier 1 complete. We get 5 gems as a reward. And now we'll be moving on to tier 2 where we have to hatch dragons, collect food and win battles. So to start off, let's just do the hatching dragons, like the really simple, easiest quest to do. Literally just go on over, buy some fire dragon eggs, just hatch them both. Easy enough. Like, how much simpler do you need to get than that? And there is some very good news related to the event as well, because all of the issues and bugs with the event timers have been fixed. Which means that now, instead of the first tier expecting to take 20 hours to complete, it now only takes about an hour, if that. And all of the other tiers are apparently bug-free, good to go, and everything is sorted. So, you know, the first day there were some quite major hiccups, but the event is now good to go. Doesn't seem like anyone's encountered any other big bugs or anything so far. And now the event is actually seemingly doable. Because I genuinely thought that there was a chance that maybe Gameloft had made it so that each tier was going to take 20 hours each. I thought that it seemed a bit weird, but no, it turns out that there was just a really bad bug with the new event system, and it was making every single new item timer the max timer, like if you cleared out the whole pool sort of thing. So after every time you collected a creature, you'd have to wait another 40 minutes or 20 minutes in some instances. But it is no longer, so we can finally progress in the event without it seeming to take like 20 years. But now we've got a 6-minute timer, a 12-minute timer, and a 24-minute timer on the hatch dragons. Again, this new countdown thing is so nice. Absolutely amazing. I know that a lot of people that have been home all day have already completed tier 3, had pretty much finishing up with tier 4 and getting on to tier 5 already. Obviously I haven't really been around that much, but one thing that I will say is now that everything is completed, I highly suggest heading over to the DML Wiki page for the Playdate event. So I will link this in the comments section so that you can all click on it really easily and take a look at the tables. So now tier 1 takes an hour and 40 minutes, tier 2, which we are on currently, should take 1 hour, 52 minutes and 30 seconds if we come back perfectly and collect everything the instant that we can. And then tier 3 is 3 hours, tier 4 is basically 6 hours. So it is going with the normal event timing where it just gradually takes longer and longer to complete each of the tiers. And only up to tier 4 is complete on the wiki so far, but it does have the requirements for the tiers, the recommended way to complete it, cooldown per item, total pool cooldown, and all that fun stuff. And the wiki guides on the events are literally the thing that has helped me complete almost every single solo event that we've ever had. I think I've only not completed 2 or 3 of them. So very important that you go and use that wiki table if you can. And on top of us getting the new event, there are also a couple of very interesting bundles out at the moment. So there is one here, the Baron of Packs for the Jinkyu dragon, which is a dragon that has either never or only been available to purchase once before. And when you purchase this bundle, you get the dragon, you get 3 days worth of VIP, and some gold. And for me, that is £15.39. Apparently on iOS and other devices, it costs a little bit more or less. But the Jinkyu dragon is a dragon that I really do like. He's kind of really oriental looking, like traditional Chinesey or one of those countries anyway, but metal, fire, and shadow element makes him a very intriguing typed dragon as well. But interesting bundle, and there's a chance that he may never be available again, so if you want him, I do suggest purchasing him. And on top of that, there is also a gem sale on at the moment. So for instance, the max amount of gems, 3,800 that you can buy, is on sale for £46. The 600 gems are on sale for 10, and 100 gems are on sale as well. I normally would probably still recommend using the clam if you can, but obviously if you buy the big deal, you get all of them instantly, which is pretty good. Obviously, I don't really have much of a reason to go ahead with this, and you know what? We've got 214 gems that I've just saved up in-game that I literally haven't even bought or anything, so I'm going to buy 20 days of VIP while I'm here. Because I did say that if we get a new event or anything that I would not revoke, I would restart my VIP. God, I don't want to take it away. Oh, that's the opposite of what I want. But I'm going to collect all this gold because now I have my lovely, delicious gold vault back. Now that we've actually put VIP back on. Oh my god, I'm going to love that so much. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And I'm just going to put in some spiky cherry so that we can collect it for the event soon enough. Oh god, it's doing this bug again. Oh, it does it every time, where if I accidentally try and move something, it just bugs out and I can't click anything. But to cancel out of that, I just click the options button. I guess that's an ongoing bug that kinda I wish would be addressed. But, you know, at least the issues with the event are fixed, and they got fixed relatively quickly. It did still take, like, 12 hours, or maybe, like, 16 hours, something like that, but look. It's fixed, and Gameloft did say that it was indeed a bug and that we would be compensated with the missing hours, or the hours that could have potentially been lost because of the struggles at the beginning. So we are due to be given an extra 24 hours towards the end of the event so that it makes up for the first day of complete agony, basically. So, you know, you've still got basically 9 days and 20 hours to finish off the event now, so anyone that wasn't really adversely affected by the bugs at the beginning because they weren't around is probably like, oh, why am I getting extra time? This is rad. So, you know, whatever it is, just know that we are probably going to get another 24-hour boost, or that's what I've been told anyway. Not sure how true that is because I haven't taken a look at the forums myself. I know I always end up saying that, but it's just true. I should check the forums more often. I should definitely check them before I come and record, but, you know, I guess I'm just not a forward thinker. The second I walk in, I just basically get undressed, get my work clothes off, and I just sit down and I record. I don't think about anything else. It's like, well, I don't want to go on Facebook, I don't want to watch anything on YouTube, don't want to watch anything on Twitch, I'm just going to go and do my stuff, you know? And, if I ever do remember, obviously, you know, kudos to me, but you should know the kind of person I am by now. I just forget. I just forget quite a lot, okay? I try not to. I'll try not to in future as well, but, you know, I mean, the rumours about there being a new event were very true, because a lot of people were pointing out the fact that since there were some new icons or new parts of, like, pictures for the event currency added to the game that people found, they were like, surely there is a new event coming up, surely there is a new something coming up. And, you know, people were correct. Although, the image files that people found weren't for this event, which is the intriguing part, because they had, like, red balls with white dots on them, so it's kind of like polka dotted pattern. So that is probably going to be the currency for the next castle event, if that even is going to be the event currency. So, I mean, people were kinda right, I suppose. Sorry, that's the thing. It's just when I see rumours about stuff like that, I don't trust that they're all real. Because, obviously, people have tried to play tricks on the community in the past and say, oh, look at this cool new thing I found in the game files. It's like, whoa, that looks super cool. And then it's like, oh yeah, that's Photoshop, by the way. Fantastic. And then a bunch of people's hopes and dreams get crushed that thought that it was real, and then everyone's sad and upset, and then they blame Gameloft for it. It's just, no, I don't like to just go with the assumption that it's gonna happen. Cause some people are like, yeah, there's definitely a new event coming up, definitely, and I'm like, you don't know that for sure. Like, it seems likely, don't get me wrong, but it's better to not just jump into things too quickly. And oh my goodness gracious, my nose is annoying me to no end. It's like, as soon as I sit down, it's just, there's snot everywhere. I can barely breathe, is what I'm trying to say. I feel like I want to blow my nose and just have every part of my insides just get blown out, because it feels awful. It's like when you are just minorly sick, but you get a really runny nose that annoys the hell out of you. That is what I'm going through right now. And it's not nice to have to talk when there's like stuff streaming down your face into your mouth. Ugh! Disgusting. Putrid. And I hope if any of you were eating your dinner, you enjoy that image that I just gave you. Wonderful. I don't know, just give me those stupid white sniffle stick things, whatever they're called. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, at least some of you. You know, the white things that have like that really, really strong smell, where you put it up your nose, then you like snort, and then basically it hurts your nose for like the next hour. They do actually work, to be honest, some of them at least. Sometimes your nose is just beyond fixing and nothing will stop the overflow of juices, but on other occasions they've actually been very nice to me, so I don't mind all too much, really, to be honest. My only question is that if the event gets extended by a day, that means that the clan event, like the Great Dragon Race, is going to be ongoing during the event time. That may be quite distracting for a few people. Not gonna lie. Definitely very distracting. For collect food, do the spiky cherries actually work? Oh my god, they do. That's so good. Wonderful! Wunderbar! I think that's what the Germans say. Unless I'm just being extremely racist by accident. I've just said something horrific, but I don't think so. Oh my god, have they fixed this? Like, guys, you understand this? I haven't had to reselect my team members. If that is the case, thank you, Gameloft. You have listened. You have listened to my prayers. As I sleep at night, just before I fall asleep, I should say. That's the one thing I prayed for. Please, Gameloft. Please. Fix the Enchantment League selection process. Please, I beg. And they have listened. Again, so far with this update 19, I remember like a couple of months ago everyone was going like, update 19 is going to be the worst thing ever because gems and that have been taken away and this and that, but you know, so far in this update, there's been a lot of positives, like interface changes, like icon changes, other minor bug fixes. The event is very nice in the fact that it has timers, and you fixed my Enchantment League. You know, this is why I love you, Gameloft. Love you so much for fixing that, if it is actually fixed. Ugh! Nose, if you keep doing this, we are gonna have a problem. Someone come break my nose for me. Like, do I have to just, like, whack my head on the desk multiple times until this horrible feeling goes away? Am I actually gonna do this? Good. I was gonna say, if this cookie dragon actually takes me out without me winning, I'm gonna be very, very upset. Ugh. And did we get a battle chest already? That is also pretty good. Sweet! I mean, we got some terrible stuff. Battle chest! I love you. Come on. Be kind to me like the rest of the update's been. What do you get? Ooh, earth! Ooh, energy! Ooh, shadow! Oh, baby! That is the kind of thing I'm talking about. If every chest was like that, you know, I believe our enchantment collection would be done very soon. And if we get the Felted Dragon, well, when we get the Felted Dragon, probably tonight, we're gonna have him, and then it's gonna be time for us to breed the plushie just to add to that little collection of, like, stuffed dragons. So, you know, I need my enchantment stuff to be able to breed him. Not that I'd want to try and breed a a legendary enchantment dragon during the event time. Don't get me wrong. Definitely don't want to be doing that, because as always it is very important that you do not fill up your breeding den unless necessary. Do not fill up your farms. You don't mess with anything basically, just to make sure that the event takes the least amount of time possible. Because say if you put in 4-day food right now, when the collect food quests come up, you're gonna be left waiting for 4 days, and that's it. That's the event done. You're not gonna finish it then. So if you are gonna do the event, as always, make sure you are not putting in long timers for anything. So don't try and breed any legendaries unless you're like really desperate for them, and do not put in food with high timers. Just put in the hour-long spring cherries or whatever they are, if anything, or like I did earlier, put most of them as the food that you really want, and then like reserve a couple of farms for a really low timer one, like spiky cherries, sour cones, something like that, and you will not go wrong. Because I believe that like having their breeding den full and having their farms full is one of the mistakes that newer players make, because they're so focused on getting food to level up their teams and stuff, because they have a lot to get through. Now, obviously, it's hard to focus on the event itself, because I know that in other games, like in Dragon City and that, they always have events ongoing, and when I played that game, I pretty much just did not bother with the events, because I already had a lot on my plate just trying to level up and just trying to feed stuff. Never mind trying to do all that while there's this special, weird, complicated event thing ongoing as well. And with, like, 3 dragons that I don't care about. So, you know, if you are a really low level, it's probably in your best interest to just collect the felted dragon and just, like, leave it at that. At least you've got a new dragon. At least you've tried out at least a bit of the event, and then you can just say, you know what, got a new thing, I think I did a pretty good job. And don't worry about getting through the rest of the event, because it's meant to be difficult, it's meant to take a lot of time. And if you're busy with other things in the game, it's understandable. So, you know, don't panic yourself, don't lose sleep over an event like this, it's not worth it. I'm not someone that's ever lost sleep before completing the solo events. Like, I know a lot of people, like, set timers and wake up in the middle of the night to finish these events off as quick as possible. I am not someone that's done that. It is not necessary to do it. You just need to be dedicated and, just keep track of where you are, basically. But just don't hassle yourself too much, because the other event dragons, at least from a few events, they have come back as dragons of the week eventually. So if the game stays around for like the next couple of years, you'll probably see the block dragon be a dragon of the week at one point. Maybe, maybe not. But, you know, it is more important to keep your health than it is to get some random colourful snack in the amount. Trust me, it's just not worth it. That's my little bit of advice to you, and remember, just don't screw up your long timers in-game at the moment. You just don't want to be messing with stuff. And can we do any of these? We can collect food again, and we can win another battle. And you see, we're not having to wait like half an hour to do things now. Oh, that's actually so good. I just can't believe how long tier 1 was gonna take. Like 20 hours or something like that. Oh my god, that's insane. But no, all fixied, all good now. Very, very glad to hear that that was a bug and not just like the developers going, hey, do you want to spend 7,000 gems today? I know you do. No, I'm not about that life. But again, for me, my goal is tier 8 minimum, because this is the dragon that I want. The Xylophone is just a wondrous little derpy guy. One of my favourites that were introduced in the new update set of dragons, so I'm aiming for him. Obviously, the block dragon would be nice too, and he has a cool typing, but tier 8 is where I'm getting to. So if I don't get there, you can all call me bad and call me a loser and whatever. I don't care, but, you know, for now, I'm going to get an entire box of tissues, and I am going to fix my bodily overflow. I just love phrasing it like that, but for now, anyway, thank you very much for watching, good luck with the event, open up the wiki guide if you can, and until next time, I will see you then.